Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. Our first order of business in streams this month is to figure out what system my 1985 season replay is going to be in starting January 1st. To help me make that decision will be my first two game streams on the channel. First up tonight is the system I was originally planning to have it in, Inside Pitch Baseball from Inside Sports Games. No bonus points for guessing what sport we're simulating in this one, just based on the name, as Ben Witz is first to join us while I'm setting the scene. So we're going back to 2009 for a matchup tonight in Inside Pitch between the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, I believe they were just the Tampa Bay Rays at this point, and the Colorado Rockies. I don't have historical scores because I'm not very picky about that. We all know Inside Pitch has a mind of its own, and hopefully it won't drive me out of mine. But the only way to find out is to get into the game. So before we do that, we'll take our first look at the stadium that we're playing at. We're playing at Coors Field tonight. Very much a hitter's park. We see 163 home runs hit here in 2009. Doesn't touch strikeouts or homers, surprisingly, but +2 to walks. So that's what we're dealing with here at Coors Field. I'm a little bit rusty at this, so hopefully I'm not going to lose my temper too much, but without any further ado, what say we set the scene? As the Rockies start to get loose in the field, we'll take our first look at the Rays starting lineup. I'm also going to be using Digital Diamond to keep stats, because more reps equals more good. As Doug Hunt now joins us here at Coors Field. We'll take our first look at the Rays starting lineup. Leading off, once I bring my score sheet over here, we've got B.J. Upton in center field, Carl Crawford in the left, Evan Longoria at third, Carlos Pena is at first base, Ben Zobrist is at second base, Gabe Gross is in right field, Jason Bartlett is at shortstop, Diana Navarro is catching, and Matt Garza is our starting pitcher, but we'll take a closer look at him when the Rays are in the field. Starting pitcher tonight for the Colorado Rockies is Ubaldo Jimenez. 15-12 in 2009 with a 3.47 ERA, 218 innings pitched, 183 hits, 198 strikeouts, and 79 walks in 2009. Leading off the top of the first, we've got the aforementioned B.J. Upton. I may have to move let me see if I can move the scoreboard back a little bit so I can catch a little bit more of the field. Change from Devil Rays to Rays took place between 2007 and 08. Good to know. So it's just the Tampa Bay Rays. Okay, my bad. Anywho, leading off for the Rays, we've got B.J. Upton. 241 average, 11 homers, 55 RBI in 2009. And now I will see you guys in the middle of the first, since I only check chat every half inning. Anyway, tonight we're going to be using purple, white, and purple dice. Rockies are, of course, the home team tonight. Once I get Digital Diamond all set. And I'm also going to make sure here, before I go any further, that my options are on Board Game Companion good. Alright, now we're all set. So we've got an exhibition game to help me decide my 1985 season replay. Which system am I going to be doing my 85 replay in? Inside Pitch or Season Ticket? What say we stop talking about the question and start answering it? And we'll start the same place where every other game starts. That would be the first pitch. Upton with a 2-5. That will be a grounder to short. Picking that one up with no problems. Where's my pen? Picking that one up at short is going to be Tulowitzki. And we'll have one away. And we are underway here at Coors Field. Stepping into the batter's box here, Carl Crawford. 305 average, 15 homers, 68 RBI in 2009. Jimenez gets the sign from Phillips. He will set, here's the windup, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 5-2. That's a blank. He's not tired. Crawford with a 2-2, and that's skied to center field. Coming under that one for the Rockies is going to be, I believe, Gonzalez. Yes, that'll be Gonzalez coming under that one. He'll make the play easily for out number 2. 2 away, and here comes Evan Longoria into the batter's box. 281 average, 33 homers, 113 RBI in 2009. Jimenez gets the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 2-4. That's at the park. Coors Field. With a 5-1, and that'll be a grounder to short. Once again, Tulowitzki will pick that one up. He'll make the play easily, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays here in the top of the first. Score is now Tampa Bay 0, Colorado coming to bat. Catching up with Chatwell. And ID Jester now joins us here at Coors Field. And yep, we're just starting at the top of the first here. Got inside pitch on the table now. 96 Cardinals beat the Mets 7-4, playing Colorado at Philly next. Nice. An inside pitch. Well, I don't know how much inside pitch is going to keep on after RJL is done. I'm still, as I mentioned at the top, Doug, I'm still deciding what system my 1985 replay is going to be in starting January 1st. I do have inside pitch downstairs, but as I mentioned during Pino with Phoenix, my leanings, the content schedule, and the poll on the channel all say 1985 is going to be in season ticket. But I'm rambling on that a little bit. Anyway, starting pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays is going to be Matt Garza. 8-12 with a 3.95 ERA, 203 innings pitched, 177 hits, 189 strikeouts, and 79 walks in 2009. And we'll take our first look at the Rockies starting lineup while the Rays get loose in the field. Leading off, we have Seth Smith in left field. Clint Barnes is at second base. Todd Helton is at first base. Brad Hopp is in right field. Troy Tulowitzki is at shortstop, and we've already had to call his name a couple times tonight. Ian Stewart is at third base. Carlos Gonzalez is in center field. Paul Phillips is catching. And Ubaldo Jimenez, as mentioned, is the starting pitcher tonight. And that's the lineup Garza is charged with keeping in check tonight. Leading off for the Rockies, as mentioned, we have Seth Smith. 293 average, 15 homers, 55 RBI in 2009. Garza looks into Navarro for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. Garza with a 6-3. We're going right back to the park. Coors Field. 4-4, and that's going to be flied into center field. Coming under that one for the Rays is going to be Upton. He'll make the catch, and that's out number 1. Next up for the Rockies is Clint Barnes. 245 average, 23 homers, 77 RBI in 2009. Garza gets the sign from Navarro. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. Garza, 5-4, against a righty, blank. Barnes, a 2-3, and that's flied into right field. Getting under that one for the Rays is going to be Gross. He'll make the catch, and that's out number 2. Two down and stepping into the batter's box for the Rays is the ever-dangerous Todd Helton. 325 average, 15 homers, 86 RBI in 2009. Garza gets the sign from Navarro. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza, 5-2. Pitcher result, but the 20 is going to be about 5 miles too high. Helton with a 3-5, and that's going to be popped up on the infield to second base. Getting under that for the Rays is Zobrist. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies here in the bottom of the first, and we are scoreless here at Coors Field. chat while we transition into the top of the second. Doug Hunt is playing inside pitch 1974 right now. Nice. Leading off for the Rays in the top of the second, we've got Carlos Pena. 227 average, 39 homers, 100 RBI in 2009. Jimenez looks into Phillips for the sign. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 5-3, strikeout plus 10, that's an 11, and that's a swing and a miss, and Pena will go down on strikes. First strikeout of the day for Jimenez, one away. He would have gone down without the plus 10 anyway. Stepping into the batter's box is Ben Zobrist. 297 average, 27 homers, 91 RBI in 2009. Jimenez gets the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 6-4, wild pitch, ball one. And I will actually remember to get some pegs out here to be able to track balls and strikes, because I can actually do that on this board. I know it's a blank in the... I know it will be a blank in the version 4 rules, but I only have the version 3 rules. So we'll pitch again. That's a 5-3 this time. That's another strikeout plus 10. The 15 will be good enough. His switch left. The 15 will be good enough. Swing and a miss. Zobrist will go down on strikes. Two down, and here's Gross. And here's Gabe Gross. 227 average, 6 homers, 36 RBI in 2009. Jimenez gets the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez with a 6-4, wild pitch, once again, ball one. 1-6 against a lefty, that'll be a blank. Gross with a 5-2, and that's a base hit. That's a base hit into left field. We have our first base runner for either team on the day, or on the night, I should say. I mean, either way. And now we actually have to pay attention to strategy roll. As stepping into the batter's box now is Jason Bartlett. 320 average, 14 homers, 66 RBI in 2009. Here's the aforementioned strategy roll. And that's a 9, nothing happening there. Jimenez will get the sign from Phillips, looking over to Gross at first. Jimenez will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez with a 6-1, home run chance. Righty, 1-4, the 13 is too high. Bartlett with a 1-4, and he's going to pop that up to short. Tulowitzki will get under that one. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the single as we move into the bottom of the second. Catching up with chat real quick. All right, all remains quiet there. As stepping into the batter's box now to lead off for the Rockies in the bottom of the second is Brad Hopp. 285 average, 23 homers, 86 RBI in 2009. And also, feel free to correct any of my pronunciation on these names. I'm probably doing a horrendous job with these. Anywho, Garza looking in to Navarro for the sign. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza, 5-4. Against a lefty, that is an automatic out. And that'll be a grounder to second. Picking that one up for the Rays is going to be Zobrist. He'll make the play, and that's out number 1. One away, and here's Troy Tulowitzki stepping into the batter's box. 297 average, 32 homers, 92 RBI in 2009. I'm going to tab in just to make sure I'm not having any funny business. Okay, making sure my sound is coming through. That's what I'm doing, tapping in a little bit early. Garza will get the sign from Navarro. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza with a 2-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Tulowitzki with a 6-5 base hit into left field. Tulowitzki gets on with the first Rockies hit of the day. Stepping into the batter's box while Double Digital Diamond catches up, we've got Ian Stewart. 228 average, 25 homers, 70 RBI in 2009. Infield will go to double play depth. And once again, we have to pay attention to a strategy roll. That's a cocked die. I'll re-roll that. That's a 19. I believe Stewart gets the bunt sign. No, actually he doesn't get the bunt sign. Nothing going on there. So I stand corrected on that. Garza gets the sign from Navarro. He will set, and here's the pitch. And besides, looking at this power, you wouldn't swing away with that. Here's the pitch. Garza, 3-3. Range play at the park. Coors Field. 1-6. And that's a base hit into center field, but it's a range play for B.J. Upton. His range is a 3. He's got that one. What a play. Taking away a base hit from Stewart and turning that into out number 2 instead. Stepping into the batter's box now is Carlos Gonzalez. 284 average, 13 homers, 29 RBI in 2009. Strategy roll, nothing happening on the 13. Garza gets the sign from Navarro. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza with a 5-6. Possible error. We're going to reach right for the error chart here. Tulowitzki, 1-6. And that's going to be a fly ball into center field. But it's a possible error on 1-6, right. It was actually 1-6 for Gonzalez, I believe. Yeah, it was a possible error. So that's actually a grounder to short. Yeah, that's a grounder to short. So shortstop for the Rays is Jason Bartlett. His error rating is a 9. That's a 20. No problems there. So he'll pick that up, make the play, and that will retire the side. Nothing. Just make sure there's nothing funny here. Nothing across except for the single for the Rockies, and now both teams each have a hit on the board, but we are still scoreless through 2. Catching up with chat real quick. Yes, we do have some good defense, and Ben Witt's just set up the lineups. So cool. Hopefully he has fun with his 96th game of inside pitch tonight. Top of the third coming up, and Jimenez will now face the bottom of the Rays order. Leading off will be Diner Navarro. 218 average, 8 homers, 33 RBI in 2009. Jimenez gets the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 2-4. That's at the park. Coors Field. 3-5, and that's going to be skied into center field. Coming under that one for the Rockies is going to be Gonzalez. He'll make the catch, and that's out number 1. Stepping into the batter's box is Matt Garza. And no individualized pitcher hitting stats on the pitcher hitting card. Jimenez looks into Phillips for the sign. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 4-4. Against a righty, that is an automatic out. And that will be grounded over to short. Tulowitzki, once again doing his thing over there, holding down the fort there. He'll make the play over to first, and that's out number 2. B.J. Upton steps into the batter's box. Upton is 0 for 1 tonight. Jimenez will get the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 2-3, strikeout, 15, just barely misses. Upton with a 3-3, and that'll be grounded over to second. Picking that one up is going to be Barnes. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Rays here in the top of the third. Yep. Just that. Catch up with the chat real quick. Okay. Leading off for the Rockies in the bottom of the third, we've got Paul Phillips. 311 average, 1 homer, 9 RBI in 2009. Garza gets the sign from Navarro. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. Garza, 6'5", strikeout 2, swing and a miss, struck him out. Just barely. But that will be the first strikeout for Garza on the night, and there's one away. Stepping into the batter's box now is Ubaldo Jimenez. 220 average and 2 RBIs. Pitchers apparently don't know what the bat's for too much here. Garza will get the sign from Navarro. He will set, and here's the pitch. 6'5", strikeout 9. Yeah, swing and a miss. Jimenez will sit down on strikes. Two outs, and here's Seth Smith. Smith tonight is 0 for 1. He flew to center his first time up. Garza gets the sign from Navarro. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 4-6. Error on a throw. Give me the chart. Smith, a 4-2, and that's going to be a base hit past short. Actually, no, that's a error on a throw. I believe that's a... I think it's error on a grounder. That's a... So it's an infield single. That turns into a speed check if I remember correctly. So it's an infield single with an extra base advancement on a bad throw. That was a... 4-2 is a single to short. So that'll be an infield single. And it will be... who's the shortstop? Bartlett with an error rating of a 9. That's a 14. He'll eat it, and it'll be an infield single. Oh, I gotta enter it as 1B6, right. I always forget about that in Digital Diamond. Smith will make it to first, and here's Barnes stepping into the batter's box. Barnes tonight is 0 for 1. He flew to right his first time up. Strategy roll. That's a 17. Nothing happening there. Garza gets the sign from Navarro. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza, 6-1, range play. Barnes with a 4-3, and that's going to be popped up on the infield to short. Getting after that one is going to be Bartlett. His range is a 3. No, he can't get that one, and that's going to drop. That's going to drop on him for a base hit. That's a single to short. With 2 outs, Smith becomes a 4, and he won't have the speed to get to... And Smith won't have the speed to get to third. Barnes will make first on the play, and here's the ever-dangerous Todd Helton. Helton tonight is 0 for 1. He popped out his first time up. Strategy roll, nothing happening on the 9. I wasn't meaning to roll the D6 there as well. Garza will get the sign from Navarro. Suddenly in a bit of a jam here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Navarro gives Garza the sign. Garza will set, and here's the pitch. Garza, 6-2. Against a lefty, that's a walk plus 10, and that's 16. Actually, that Helton becomes a 9 plus 10 for 19, plus 2 from Coors Field is a 21. That's a 16, and the bases are full of Rockies. And stepping into the batter's box is the very dangerous Hop. Hop though is 0 for 1. Paying attention to the strategy roll, Hop is very capable of clearing the bases with one swing of the bat. That's an 11, nothing happening there. Garza will look in at Navarro for the sign. Fans at Coors Field on their feet, hoping for a good hit. Garza will set, and here's the pitch. 5-2. Pitcher result. That one against the lefty is going to be an automatic out, and the Rays are going to get out of the inning. With a ground ball over to second base. Getting to that one is going to be Zobrist. He'll take that to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. 2 hits and a walk, but we remain scoreless after 3. Stadium groans. Ugh. Rockies had a great opportunity to take the lead there, but they get Bubkiss out of it. It did get a bit exciting there, but yes, that chance goes a-begging. The Rockies leave them loaded. The Rockies should ask the Vikings from my 1972 season replay what happens when you let chances go begging. Top of the 4th brings Carl Crawford to the batter's box. Crawford is 0 for 1. Jimenez gets the sign from Phillips. Jimenez will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. Jimenez with a 4-1. That's a strikeout plus 10. Crawford becomes an 18 plus 2. Oh no, nothing from Coors Field. That's a 12 though. That's a swing. That's a miss, and Crawford goes back to the dugout with the 3rd strikeout of the night for Jimenez. 1 out, and here comes Longoria. Longoria tonight is 0 for 1. Jimenez gets the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 5-5 against a righty. It's a blank. Longoria with a 1-4, and it's hit to left field. That's a 16. And against a righty, it's going to die out there, turn into a fly ball to left field. Coming under that one for the Rockies is going to be Smith. He'll make the catch, and that's out number 2. Longoria thought he had a hold of one, but what he had a hold of was a long fly ball. Smith had plenty of room on that one. Here's Pena. Pena tonight is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Jimenez gets the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 5-1, strikeout 9, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rays here in the top of the 4th. Catching up with chat real quick. Played a 1983 payoff pitch game a couple days ago. Montreal at the Dodgers. LA won 11-3, despite Montreal having 17 hits. Yeah, I would think 187 would be a little bit much there for a number of hits in a baseball game. At that point, you'd probably be looking at shots in hockey or something else, or yardage in football, probably more likely. Anyway, bottom of the 4th, Garza finishes up his warm-up tosses. As stepping into the batter's box is Tulowitzki. I'm going to adjust the Rockies lineup a little bit on this side. Tulowitzki tonight is 1 for 1 with a single. Garza looking in at Navarro for the sign. Garza will set, and he will pitch. Garza, 1-2, strikeout plus 10. That's a 7, that's a swing, that's a miss, and that's a Troy Tulowitzki heading back to the dugout on strikes. One down, and we've got Ian Stewart stepping into the batter's box. Stewart tonight is 0 for 1. Garza looking into Navarro for the sign. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza with a 3-6 against the lefty. It's a blank. Stewart with a 1-2, and that's flied to left field. Getting under that one for the Rays is going to be Crawford. He'll make the catch, and that's out number 2. Stepping into the batter's box now is Gonzalez. Gonzalez tonight grounded to short his first time up. Garza gets the sign from Navarro. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza, 4-1. That's a strikeout plus 10. That's an 11. Plus 10 is a 22. That will be a swing and a miss, and Gonzalez will go sit down on the bench as well, as the Rockies also go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the fourth. Mildly surprising, we've got a pitcher's duel here, as the combined ERA of these two pitchers is just a shade over 7, but we are at goose eggs through 4. $187 yards rushing, got a field goal out of it. Yeah, I could see that happening very easily. Jimenez finishes up his warm-up tosses as Zobrist will step into the batter's box to lead off the top of the fifth. Zobrist tonight is 0 for 1. Jimenez looks into Phillips for the sign. Jimenez will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 2-4. That's at the park. Coors Field. 1-5. That's a single plus to left field. Zobrist gets on with a single, but he's got to try for second. Let's see, center fielder is... Would help if I look at the right team. Center fielder is Gonzalez. He's got a -1 arm. Zobrist is a base runner 3. Zobrist gets to second on a 2 or less. That's a 3. He'll put on the brakes and go back to third. Or go back to first, I should say, not back to third. Anyway, Zobrist reaches with a base hit. The infield will move to double play depth. And here's Gross. Gross tonight is 1 for 1 with a single. We'll actually remember to pay attention to the strategy roll once again. That's a 6, nothing happening. Jimenez gets the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 6-6 against the lefty. That is a walk plus 10, and that 14 would have been a walk even before we factor in the plus 10, especially with the plus 2 from Coors Field. That'll be a 16. Actually, that's a 14. Gross becomes a 16, 26 by the time we factor everything in. And now Jimenez finds himself in a jam, as now he's got runners at first and second, and the batter now is Bartlett, and there is nobody out in the inning. Bartlett, though, is 0 for 1. He popped out on the infield. And now the Rays have a chance that they can't let go begging. Strategy roll. That's a 15. Nothing happening there. Jimenez looks in at Phillips. Fans here at Coors Field hoping for a good pitch. Jimenez gets the sign. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 5-6. Error on a grounder. Give me the error chart. Bartlett, 1-5. And nope, that's going to be a fly ball into center field. Getting under that one for the Rockies is going to be Gonzalez. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Zobrist, base runner 3. Hit to left. Actually hit to center. Center fielder is Gonzalez, -1 arm. Zobrist can get to third on a 2 or less. That's a 3. He'll stay put. That's a pretty big fly ball, though. And the batter now is Navarro. Navarro tonight is 0 for 1. Taking a look at our strategy roll. That's a 14. Nothing happening. Jimenez would love a good double play ball here to get the Rockies out of trouble. Jimenez looks into Phillips for the sign. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez with a 5-1. That's a strikeout. 19 is high. Navarro, 4-2. And that is a ground ball over to third. Or not over to third, over to first. 4-4-4. We don't get the depth. Let's see, hit to ground ball. Shortstop is going to be pivot. Shortstop, Tulowitzki, pivot 0. 1-4. Rockies get out of the inning. They got it. Side retired. That one gets grounded over to... That gets grounded over to Helton. Helton throws it over to Tulowitzki. Tulowitzki fires it right back. And that's a 3-6-3 inning-ending double play. Stadium cheers. Yay! As the Rays waste another good chance here in the top of the 5th. Yeah, that was huge defense by the Rockies there to get that 3-6-3 twin killing. Keep this game right where it is. Stepping into the batter's box for the Rockies now, we've got Phillips. Phillips tonight struck out swinging his first time up. Garza looking in at Navarro for the sign. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza, 5-6. Possible error. Get over here, error chart. Phillips, 3-4. It's a fly ball into right field. Coming under that one is going to be Gross. His error rating is a 5. That's a 1, and this is where it gets weird. So it was a possible error. He's on a fly ball, drops it up. That is odd, so the ball is going to get dropped. So that'll be an E8. And Phillips will be safe. Actually, roll, pop fly dropped, and roll if it's... And roll if the D20 is odd. One base of less than 2 outs. Okay, so Phillips will just reach first on the E8. And that's our first error of the day for either team. An Aaron Judge error. That'll bring the infield to double play depth. And here's Ubaldo, here's Jimenez. Jimenez struck out his first time up. Let's see the strategy roll here. Nothing happening there. No. I'm just debating if they would have Jimenez lay down the bunt here. And I think they are going to lay down the bunt here. Bunt is on. But Garza will pitch first. I got to note some things here. Okay. That's a 4-6. Error on a throw, which I believe is... Okay, so we do check for an error. But but Jimenez is going to lay down the bunt, and they're going to bring... Actually, it's too late. They probably would play at least the corners in expecting the bunt. So I'm going to back up, even though I've started the at-bat, pretend that they called the corners in, because logically they would with the pitcher expecting the bunt. So that's going to be bunted right in front of the plate, which is going to make Jimenez's bunt rating a 4. That's a 7, and that's a successful sacrifice. So Phillips will move over to second. Jimenez will be thrown out at first. And that'll be out number 1. Need to roll again on the base runner's BR for a possible advance to third. Probably a good thing I stopped in to check that, because the bunting here is never something I've been sure of. So resolve by adding bunt rate. Wait, a successful sacrifice bunt. He wasn't bunting for a hit, though. Oh, forgot to roll against catcher error. Right. So catcher is Navarro. He's a 7. That's a 16, so no error there. All right, so no problem there. So the bunt is successful. Phillips is over to second, and Jimenez is out on the play. Here's Smith stepping into the batter's box. So Smith is 1 for 2. Strategy roll is right here. And that's a 6. Nothing happening there. Garza waits for the sign from Navarro. If the fielder drops the ball, you roll against the base running of the batter. Okay? Right, there was an error on the bunt. Okay, now that we've got all that sorted out, there was no error on the bunt. It was a successful sacrifice, so Jimenez is out, Phillips is at second, and we've rolled for strategy, nothing happening. Garza gets the sign from Navarro. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza, 5-4 against the lefty. That is an automatic out, and that will be a ground ball to short. Picking that one up is going to be, not Tulowitzki, Bartlett. He'll make the play over to second. As for, let's see, ground ball to second, throw to first. We roll for base running on Phillips. He can take third on a 2. And he does on the play. 2 outs on the inning. Or 2 outs. So that's going to be a G6 R2 plus. So I want to end up with Phillips at third. That's the command that should do it. Let me just... Perfect. 2 outs in the inning. And the batter now is Barnes. Barnes is 1 for 2, actually. Let's roll strategy. And nothing happening on the 19. Garza looking in at Navarro for the sign. Looks over to Phillips at third. Garza will set, and here's the pitch. 6-3. That's at the park. Coors Field. 5-2. And he's going to smack that one into right field. That's going to be a double, and the Rockies are going to get on the board first. The error comes back to bite. The Rays. Phillips will come in to score. Barnes will end up at second. 1-0 Rockies. Stadium cheers. Yay! And a 2-bagger brings in our first run of the day. Stepping into the batter's box now is the ever-dangerous Helton. Helton tonight is 0 for 1 with a walk. Strategy roll. That's a 4, nothing happening there. Garza gets the sign from Navarro. Suddenly, Rays find themselves down 1-0. Garza gets the sign from Navarro. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza, 1-5, range play. Helton, a 4-1. That's going to be a fly ball into left field. Going after that on a range play, though, is Crawford. His range is a 5, and he will have that easily. Hardly has to break stride, but that will retire the side. 1 run on an error, a double, and a sacrifice hit, and the Rays now have... Actually, wait a second. Where was... Oh, I forgot to note it on the score sheet. Okay, so now that I got that sorted out, 1 run on a double, an error, and a sacrifice hit, and the Rockies now have a 1-0 lead through 5. And yes, somebody finally broke through in this one. Heading into the top of the 6th, we've got Navarro leading off for the Rays. Navarro tonight is... Wait. Hold on. Scroll back up. I gotta figure out what happened with Navarro. Oh, the 3-6-3 double play. I forgot to note that. Silly me. Okay, so that would have been 2, 3. Okay, that's what happened. I forgot to note the double play on my score sheet. Now that we're done with Phoenix Knight being an idiot, now we'll bring Garza up to the batter's box. Garza tonight is 0 for 1. Jimenez gets the sign from Phillips. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 4-2. Against a righty, home run chance, but the only way a Rays pitcher is hitting a 0 is in my dreams. Garza with a 3-4, and instead he's going to ground that one over to short. Tulowitzki will pick that one up. He'll make the throw over to first easily, and that will be out number 1. Stepping into the batter's box now is Upton. Upton tonight is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Jimenez gets the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 4-4, walk, 18 is too high. Upton, a 1-1, and that's hit to left field. That's a 7 against a righty. Upton's going to smack that one into left field, and that's going to be a double. And now into the batter's box steps Crawford. Crawford tonight, though, is 0 for 2. He's flown out and struck out. Strategy roll. 15, nothing happening. Jimenez gets the sign from Crawford. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 5-5. Against the lefty, strikeout, 17 is high. Crawford, a 6-2. And that's going to be lined over to short. That'll slam it at Tulowitzki's glove for out number 2. Where is the line out? Part of the chart here. Here we go. Runner on second. Line to short. Upton's out on a 2 or a 3. Which that's a 1 Upton will get back, but there will be 2 outs in the inning. And now we've got Longoria stepping into the batter's box. Longoria tonight is 0 for 2. Strategy roll. 14, nothing happening. Jimenez gets the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. Jimenez, 3-1. Pitcher result, the 13 against a righty is going to be an automatic out, and the Rockies are going to get out of the inning via a fly ball into center field. Coming under that one will be Gonzalez. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except for the double, and the Rays put up another goose egg in the top of the 6th. Just going to check fatigue real quick. I don't think either pitcher... Nope, both pitchers still have plenty left in the tank. Catching up with chat. Exactly on the line drive check. Okay, good thing I've got that straight. Stepping into the batter's box now is Hop. Hop tonight is 0 for 2. He's grounded to second twice tonight. Garza gets the sign from Navarro. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza, 5-6. Possible error. Get over here, error chart. Hop with a 4-3, and that's going to be grounded over to short. Going after that is going to be Bartlett. His error rating is a 9. That's a 1, and he's going to misplay it, and he's going to boot it, and Hop will be safe. Second error on the Rays tonight. Tulowitzki steps into the batter's box. Tulowitzki tonight is 1 for 2. Infield is at double play depth. Rolling strategy. That's a 12. Nothing happening. Garza suddenly in some trouble here as the leadoff runner's gotten on with some shoddy defense from the Rays. Garza looking in at Navarro for the sign. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza, 5-1, strikeout, 19 is high. Tulowitzki, 2-1, and that's a ground ball over to second. 3-0-4. Shortstop pivot Bartlett 0. 1-4, it's a double play. No, the only play will be to first as Hop will advance, and Tulowitzki will find himself being thrown out. So that's a G what did we say? That was a G4. Yeah, I think it was G4. I should end up with hop at second. So G4, R1. Actually, I think that should get us there. I was trying to remember the shortcut for that, but I don't have my strat stuff in front of me. Anyway, the command got me there. So stepping into the batter's box now is Ian Stewart. Stewart tonight is 0 for 2. I'll adjust all of that and we'll roll for strategy. That's a 5, nothing happening. Garza looking into Navarro for the sign, trying to get out of a little bit of trouble with a runner on second with 1 out. Garza will set, glance over to Hop, turn to pitch to Stewart, here's the kick, and here's the pitch. Garza, 3-5, strikeout 9, swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is a huge K. Two outs in the inning, and here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez tonight is 0 for 2. Strategy roll. That's a 20, but Garza's got no pickoff rating. I was getting excited for a second, but Garza's going to concentrate on Gonzalez. Garza will get the sign from Navarro. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza, 6-2, against the lefty, walk plus 10, and the 18 will walk Gonzalez. And the Rockies are suddenly have a little bit something going on here in the bottom of the 6th. Next up is Phillips. Phillips tonight is 0 for 1. He's reached on an error. Strategy. That's a 6. Nothing happening there. Garza in a bit of a jam here in the bottom of the 6th. Rockies fans on their feet, hoping for a good hit. Garza gets the sign from Navarro. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza, 4-4, walk, 11. That is ball 4, and once again the bases are full of Rockies. That is the third walk of the night for the Rockies. And ooh, here's a tough decision. The batter right now is Jimenez. Jimenez is pitching a gem right now. Do you take Jimenez out, or do you let him hit? Ooh, I don't know. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, bases loaded. This is a tough one. Who do the Rockies have that hit righties well? That's my pitchers. Oh, here are my fielders. This is a tough one, chat. What do you guys think? Do you let Jimenez hit here, or do you pull him for a pinch hitter? He's got a 1-0 lead, but you've got a golden opportunity to pick up some runs here. And if you're going to suggest players to pinch hit, bear in mind I have not printed out the fringe players yet for any of my inside pitch seasons. Jimenez has got plenty in the tank. He can pitch to 7 more batters before he tires. I almost feel like I don't know. I could see you going either way with this one. You could definitely leave him in there to keep pitching, but I almost feel like you got to try to. Part of me, like I said, I can go either way with this. You either let him continue to pitch. He's pitching well. Or you try to take advantage and try to get the runs. Tough decision. I think I would probably bring in. That's the thing. That's why I'm wrestling with this one so much, Ben, because this is a golden opportunity for the Rockies to try to get some runs. Rockies pen. Rockies pen. Just going on stats. Actually, I think I've got my starters integrated in here as well. Rocky's pen is... I don't remember what the Rockies pen was like in 2009. Admittedly, I wasn't watching baseball at the time. Rockies pen seems like it's about... It's not bad from the looks of it. Yeah, I think... Given that Jimenez has got them through 6, I think we can probably cover 3 innings. Do we have a long reliever in? Yes, we do. We'll get. Actually, let me see if this one's available. Pitching at a hitter's-friendly park. That's the other thing. Let me look at the Rockies bullpen and see. Because I know the pitcher I'd go to. I know the hitter I'd go to first, but I want to see if the pitcher that I want to start warming up is available. Let's see. I think we... Yeah, I almost feel like you got to do it here. So we're going to get activity in the... We're going to get activity in the Rockies bullpen here. As we're going to get Josh Fogg warming up. And I want to see if the pinch hitter is available before I pull... The pinch hitter I want's available before I pull Jimenez. The pinch hitter I want is available. So Jimenez is actually going to come out of the game. He's pitched a gem. He leaves in line for the win. And coming in to pinch hit for the Rockies is going to be Chris Iannetta. 228 average, 16 homers, 52 RBI in 2009. We'll roll for strategy here. That's a 4. Nothing happening there. Garza looking in now at a pinch hitter for the Rockies. Garza looks into Navarro for the sign. Garza will set. He will kick. And here's the pitch. Garza, 6'3". That is at the park. Coors Field. 5'5". And that's going to be a base hit, a single plus into left field. So Hop will score. Gonzalez, base runner 4. Base runner 4 with 2 outs. Single to, I got to go to my arm chart here. Single to left is a -1. Gonzalez will score on a 1-3. No, that's a 4. So Iannetta will actually hold at... So Gonzalez will hold, but the bases are still loaded. Come on. Oh, here we go. Digital Diamond was taking its sweet time. But that will be enough to get the Rockies to a 2-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! We'll swap that out. And stepping into the batter's box now is Smith. Smith tonight. That was an S+ result, but Gonzalez didn't score. But Gonzalez couldn't score from second. So I don't think Iannetta would even try for second at that point. I may have my wires crossed on that, though. This is why, as of right now, my comfort level is leaning towards season ticket for my 1985 season replay. So when I rolled for Gonzalez's advancement, he was a base runner 4, hit to... Oh, all of them get two bases on that. Okay, so let me back that up on... So let me back that up here. So undo last play. Okay, so backing up here, we rolled a... So we back up, we rolled an S... Who was on base? I think it was Smith? Yes, it was Smith at No, it was Hop at third. Smith's coming to the plate right now. So let's back that up. So Iannetta. Okay, so Hop made it to third. Gonzalez was at second. Okay, so Hop scores on that. So Hop scores, as does Gonzalez. Phillips is a base runner 3 with 2 outs. Single to center is a -4. So he won't get to third. That's on a power result, the question 7, question 8, question 9. Okay, so if we backing up here again, so we're at bases loaded on an S plus 7. Hop scored. I rolled for Gonzalez's base advancement. He was a base runner 4 with 2 outs. Single to left was a -1. He would have gotten there on a 1 to 3. Rolled a 4, so Gonzalez didn't score. So he wouldn't score, and I think where I should end up, I think I should have still ended up here. Bases loaded again, Gonzalez at third, Phillips at second, Iannetta at first, 2-0 Rockies. Man, I wish RJL was here to help me get that straight. But hopefully you guys can give me a hand with that as well. But this is where I think I should end up on an S+, so 4.6. Single with the possibility of stretching. Rolls above with 2 outs and runners going on contact. Runner on second. So a runner on second does score. Okay, so if we back that up yet again, what do I do with my Hop card? Here we go. Rolls above the adjusted. So all of the runners advance 2 bases regardless of the hitter's outcome. Okay, so Hop does score. Gonzalez does score. So Hop and Gonzalez both score. Phillips ends up at third. Iannetta has to try for second. So that's a... Let's see. Gonzalez was the 7 hitter. So Iannetta's got to try for second. He's a base runner 4 with 2 outs. Rolls above the adjusted base running of the runner, but less than 6. The hitter holds with a single. Read the last line above that. So use the second D6 on the outfielder arm chart. If roll in range of the outfielder's arm, the hitter thrown out, otherwise retreats back to first. So in range of the arm. So that would be on a... So he's a 4. This is why I'm leaning 1985 towards season ticket right now. This is still not making complete sense to me. So with 2 outs, runner on second scores. So the 2 runs should score. Phillips ends up at third. Iannetta's got to try for second. That says all runners get 2 bases. Okay, so yeah. So that's where we got Gonzalez and... what the... So that's where Hop and Gonzalez both score. Phillips gets to third. Iannetta's got to try for second. He's a base runner 4 with 2 outs. That's a single to left, which was a -4, right? No, actually it's a minus... Left is a -2, so Iannetta only gets to second on a 2. Which that's a 4, he'll put on the brakes and go back to first. So it looks like we should end up with runners on the corners and 3-0 Rockies. If I'm understanding that correctly. That's what I just rolled for, Jester. The batter tried for second base, but the 4 means he puts on the brakes and goes back to first, presumably. So I should end up with runners on the corners like so, and 3-0 Rockies. So that should be an S7 R2+. Oh, wait. I gotta enter it right. That should be 1B7R2 plus. Yep. I was trying to make sure I had it straight as much as I could, but I'm pretty sure once I get Digital Diamond all sorted out, we end up with, blast it all, we should end up with, let me try this again, because I should end up with, because this is what I should have ended up with. So back it up one more time, let's try this again. So pitch, 1B7R2 plus plus. We should end up with the runner on second scoring and 3-0 Rockies. That's what I'm trying to get to. Which I still can't do. Just kind of driving me nuts. I know I've got that command sheet for Digital Diamond in here. At least I thought I... Oh, here it is. So we should end up with 1B7R2 star star. Knock it off, Digital Diamond. 1B7R2. This is so frustrating. Okay, so let's... Maybe I was trying to get too fancy, so that's going to be a... So 1B star star. Okay, that was a bit of an ordeal, so thanks for helping me get that sorted out, guys. So that's where we should have ended up with Hopp and Gonzalez score on the play. Phillips gets to third, Iannetti gets to second, 3-0 Rockies. Stadium with a long-delayed cheer. Yay! Garza is now tired. And the batter now, after all of that, is Smith. Smith is 1 for 3. We're going to get some activity in the Rays bullpen as we're going to get J.P. Howell warming up. The Rays are telling Garza, see if you can get us out of the inning. Strategy roll. That's a 20, but no pickoff rating. Garza will look in at Navarro for the sign. He will set, and here's the pitch. Garza with a 3-2. Walk, 18 is high. Smith with a 3-6, and it's a fly ball into right field. Coming under that one is going to be Gross. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. After a long delay on trying to get it sorted out, 2 runs, a hit, 2 walks, and an error, and the score is now 3-0 in favor of the Rockies. And the Rockies, Digital Diamond's yelling at me because the Rockies need a new pitcher, which I'm very much aware of. And while Digital Diamond catches up, I'll get all of this adjusted for the top of the 7th. And coming in to pitch for the Rockies, Josh Fogg, 0-2 with a 3.74 ERA, 45 and 2/3 innings pitched, 32 hits, 27 strikeouts, 19 walks in 2009. I thought we set that already. Did I cancel out of that? Oh, I forgot to click it. That would be helpful. There we go. Catching up with chat. Gave them time for their last called beer, and in the end, a good call to bring Iannetta in. Yeah, seemed like it worked out for the Rockies in that case. In this case, leading off the top of the 7th, we've got Carlos Pena. Pena tonight is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Yeah, I got it figured out, Ben. It took me a little bit. It's been a while since I've used Digital Diamond. Anyway, Fogg will look in at Phillips for the sign, and I could end up having some problems with Special K here, wouldn't you know it? But we'll find out how that goes soon enough. Fogg gets the sign, he will set, and here's the pitch. Fogg, 4-3. Against the lefty, that's a blank. Pena, a 4-2, and that's a fly ball into right field. Coming under that one for the Rockies is going to be Hop, and that will be out number 1. And stepping into the batter's box now is Zobrist. Zobrist is 1 for 2. Fogg will get the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. Fogg with a 4-6. That is a strikeout plus 10. That is a 6. And that is a very ugly swing by Zobrist as he swings through a cutter for out number 2. Didn't mean to jar the camera there. Let me make sure everything's still good, that I haven't lost signal there. Okay, good. Stepping into the batter's box now is Gross. Gross is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Fogg will get the sign from Gross. He will set, and here's the pitch. Fogg, 3-3. Error on a grounder. Get over here, error chart. Gross, a 1-6. And no error needed. That's going to be popped up on the infield. Getting under that one at second base is going to be Barnes. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays in the top of the 7th. We are at the 7th inning stretch. As usual, I will not torture you guys with Take Me Out to the Ball Game, but I will take a small break. Tomorrow afternoon, we're going to have a little bit more baseball after I get back from group game day at my local game store. We'll be playing the other half of this baseball test as we play season ticket baseball. And if I don't already tonight, I will definitely know after that stream which system my 1985 season replay is going to be in. You'll have to wait until the notification for the broadcast goes live before you see the matchup. Anyway, in our next order of business, Matt Garza is going to come out of the game. Let me make sure the reliever that I had in mind for the Rays is available. I'll make one more note here. Let's see, they were warming up J.P. Howell. There he is. Coming in to pitch for the Rays is J.P. Howell, 7-5 with a 2.83 ERA, 66 and 2/3 innings pitched, 47 hits, 79 strikeouts, 30 walks. That would help to send him to the mound, not the plate. And 30 walks in 2009. Let's make sure we put him in the right place, Phoenix, shall we? Stepping into the batter's box here, we've got Clint Barnes. Barnes tonight is 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Howell will look in at Navarro for the sign. He will set, and here's the pitch. Howell with a 3-3 against a righty. That is a strikeout plus 10. That's a 2. And I'm pretty sure the bat got more airtime than the ball did on that one. But that will be out number 1. Pretty sure the third base... Actually, yeah, the third base coach probably went ducking at the bat going flying at him. And here's Todd Helton coming into the batter's box. Helton tonight is 0 for 2 with the walk. Howell looks into Navarro for the sign. He will set, and here's the pitch. Howell, 2-5 against the lefty. That's a walk plus 10. The 20 is just barely going to walk Helton. I was about to say it's going to be too high, but I forgot about the plus 2 from Coors Field, which actually makes Helton a 21. That's a 20, and Helton's going to trot down to first. Hey, look at that. I can actually do first grade math tonight. Who knew? Stepping into the batter's box now is Hop. Hop tonight is 0 for 2, but he reached on an error. Infield is at double play depth. Strategy rolls are just barely still on. That's a 10. Nothing happening, though. Howell will look into Navarro for the sign. He will set, and here's the pitch. Howell, 3-2. That's a strikeout, and that 12 is going to get him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Two outs now for Tulowitzki. Tulowitzki tonight is 1 for 3. Strategy roll. That's a 14. Nothing happening. Howell looking in at Navarro for the sign. He will set, and here's the pitch. Howell, 2-1. Error on a grounder. Get over here, error chart. Tulowitzki, 2-3. And against the lefty, that's going to be a fly ball into center field. Getting under that one for the Rays is going to be Upton. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the walk for the Rockies. Score is still 3-0 Colorado after 7. Catching up with chat. Top of the 8th coming up, and leading off for the... Actually, we're going to get some more activity in the Tampa Bay bullpen. That's starting to get loose because I just realized that Howell is due to bat third in the inning. So starting to get loose for the Rays is going to be... Probably just stick their closer out. Now that I look at the bullpen, we'll get Joe Nelson warming up for the Rays in the bullpen. Leading off for the Rays tonight will be leading off in the top of the 8th is Bartlett. Bartlett though is 0 for 2. Fogg will get the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. Fogg, 4-5. Home run chance. Righty, 1-17. The 16 is good. To cut into this lead, Bartlett needs an 8, though. Can Bartlett put the Rays on the board? Yes, he can. And he'll do it with a boom. That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Jason Bartlett. And the Rays get on the board and cut into the Colorado lead to make it a 3-1 ball game. And suddenly, we've got an interesting one. Stepping into the batter's box now is Navarro. Navarro tonight is 0 for 2. He hit into the inning-killing double play back in the 5th. Fogg has got to have instant amnesia on that one. He will get the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. Fogg, 4-6. That is a strikeout plus 10. And he's batting switch left, doesn't really matter. That's a 17. That will be a swing and a miss and a strike 3 on the outside corner. One out, and that is going to be it for J.P. Howell. We'll see a pinch hitter. Coming in to pinch hit for the Rays will be somebody who hits righties decently well. We'll bring in Pat Burrell to pinch hit. 221 average, 14 homers, 64 RBI in 2009. Fogg can face 2 more batters before he tires. Fogg will get the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. 4-3 against a righty. That is an automatic out. And that'll be a fly ball into center field. Getting under that one is going to be Gonzalez. He'll make the catch, and that will be out number 2. And Upton now stepping into the batter's box. Upton tonight is 1 for 3 with a double. Fogg will be tired after Upton. Fogg will get the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. 1-3. Strikeout plus 10. That's a 16. That is a swing and a miss, and Fogg will get out of the inning with no damage except for the homer for the Rays. Except for the homer as we get ready for the bottom of the 8th. Fogg is now tired, and the Rays need a new pitcher. Once Digital Diamond decides to load, the Rays will hopefully... Yep, there he is, right there, nice and easy. The Rays will bring Joe Nelson in to pitch. 3-0 with a 4.02 ERA, 40 and a third innings pitched, 32 hits, 36 strikeouts, 26 walks in 2009. The Rockies are going to get some activity in their bullpen as they're going to get Houston Street loosening up. Catch up with chat real quick before we get into the bottom of the 8th. Stepping up to the plate for the Rockies in the bottom of the 8th, leading off will be Ian Stewart. Stewart tonight is 0 for 3. Nelson will get the sign from Navarro. He will set, and here's the pitch. 2-2. That's a strikeout plus 10. That 10 is going to be good enough to strike Nelson out for the second time tonight. That is a swing and a miss and a strikeout. Into the batter's box now is Gonzalez. Gonzalez tonight is 0 for 2 with a walk. Nelson will get the sign from Navarro. He will set. And here's the pitch. 2-1. Against the lefty, that's a blank. Gonzalez with a 1-3, and that's a base hit past second. Gonzalez will find himself on with a 1-out single. Infield will go to double play depth, 1 out in the inning, and the batter now is Phillips. Phillips is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, an error, and a walk. Strategy rolls are still on. That's a 16. Nothing happening. Except for me dropping a die. Nelson gets the sign from Navarro. He will set. And here's the pitch. 2-3. Home run chance. Righty. 1 to 15. The 20 is too high. Phillips with a 6-4. And it's a base hit past second base. Gonzalez, base runner 3. He will have the speed. He'll make third. So Gonzalez will be at third. Phillips will be at... There we go. So Fogg is going to come out of the game. And we are going to see a pinch hitter here for Colorado. And Nelson's not tired yet, but he's going to be here. Jester wanting the Rays to get this going. We'll see what if anything, the Rays are able to do here. Coming into pinch hit, though, somebody who hits righties well is going to be... not much for options here, but I think we'll go with... We'll go with Ryan Spilborghs. 241 average, 8 homers, 48 RBI in 2009. The infield, how do you play the infield on this one? Do you go for the double play, or do you try... I think you got to play the infield in on this one to try to keep the runner from scoring. So I think that's what they're going to do here. Strategy roll. That's a 6, nothing happening. Fans at Coors Field on their feet, hoping for a good hit. Jester hoping to see the Rays get a good pitch here. Nelson gets the sign from Navarro. He will set. Here's the pitch. 4-6. Walk. 20 is high. Spilborghs with a 5-6. And that's going to be a fly ball into right field. Coming under that one is going to be Gross. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Spilborghs, sacrifice fly of 1. Can he bring Gonzalez in that way? No, Gonzalez has got to do it on his own. Base runner 3. Hit to right. Right fielder is Gross. Hit to right field is a -1 arm. On a 1 or 2, Gonzalez will still score. And that's a 1. Gonzalez will score. Score is now 4-1 in favor of the Rockies. So there's got to be a command here for a sac fly. Wouldn't be just something as simple as F9SF, would it? Yeah, I kind of figured that was completely wrong. I'm not laughing at you, Ben. You know what I mean, though. Let's see. I'm trying to find the... It's probably just a... Okay, so F7, so F9, R3. Is that the command I want here? Looks like it. Because I want to end up with 4-1 on a sacrifice fly. Yep, perfect. All right, so Phillips is still at first. We're going to end up with 4-1 Rockies, and the batter now is Smith. Smith tonight is 1 for 4. Strategy rules are now off. Nelson gets the sign from Navarro. He will set, and here's the pitch. Nelson, 4-2. Against a lefty, it's a blank. Nelson is now tired, by the way, so I've already started the at-bat. They probably would have said, try to finish the inning anyway. Smith, 2-3, and that's going to be a fly ball into left field. Getting under that one in the left field is going to be Crawford. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits and a sacrifice fly. Score is now 4-1 Rockies after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? And yes, Digital Diamond, I know you're yelling at me because the Rockies need a pitcher. We're going to get that out of the way here, as coming in to pitch for the Rockies, barring anything crazy. We should be able to bring in the closer perfect. We are indeed going to bring in Houston Street to pitch. 4-1 with 35 saves and a 3.06 ERA. 61 2/3 innings pitched, 43 hits, 70 strikeouts, and 9 walks in 2009. In charge of getting the comeback going for the Rays and getting it started is, once I get out of that, is Carl Crawford. Crawford tonight is 0 for 3. He's almost hit for the... He's flown out, struck out, lined out. He's almost gotten out for the cycle tonight. Street will look in at Phillips for the sign. Street will set, and here's the pitch. Street with a 4-6 error on a grounder. Get over here with that error chart. Crawford with a 5-3. And against a righty, no error chart needed. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Gonzalez will get under that one for out number 1. And here's Longoria. Longoria tonight is 0 for 3. I'm sure Jester is not happy at all with the way the Rays are playing in this one. Street will get the sign from Phillips. Rockies trying to finish this one off. Rays trying to keep it going. Street will set, and here's the pitch. 2-2. Hit by pitch. 4, no. Too high. Longoria. 5-5, and it's a grounder to short. Coming over to get that one is going to be Tulowitzki. He'll make the play for out number 2. And the last chance for the Rays comes down to Carlos Pena. Pena tonight, though, is 0 for 3. Street trying to get out of this game for the Rockies. Rays trying to keep it going. Street gets the sign from Phillips. Coors Field on their feet, hoping for a good pitch. Street will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 1-4. Against the lefty, walk. 1, ball 4, and the Rays will keep this one going. Zobrist now stepping into the batter's box. Zobrist tonight is 1 for 3. Street is not tired yet, but he will be after Zobrist. Strategy rolls are still off. Street gets the sign from Phillips. He will set, and here's the pitch. Street, 6-1. Pitcher result, 5 against the switch left. That is going to be an automatic out. And it's a ground ball over to short. Tulowitzki, ranging to his left. He'll get that one. He'll pump once, pump twice, throw to first. That's your game. Colorado Rockies are going to win this one by a final score of 4-1. Stadium cheers. Yay! ID Jester groans. Ugh. And that, gentlemen, is your game. Final line score coming up. For the Rockies, 4 runs on 7 hits and no errors. For the Rays, 1 run on 4 hits and 2 errors. Winning pitcher for this one is going to be... where is it? Winning pitcher is Ubaldo Jimenez. Matt Garza will pick up the loss. Josh Fogg will get a hold, and Houston Street will end up with a save. And that will do it for this playthrough of Inside Pitch Baseball. And don't go away just yet, guys. We're not quite done yet tonight because I just got a delivery in tonight. And once I get some of this cleaned up, we're going to crack that here on the channel. It was actually something that I got in while I was doing prep earlier this afternoon. I was going out to bring a load of garbage out to the dumpster, and I just about tripped over this. I was so focused on the bags in my hands, I almost didn't see the box at my feet. I was like, whoa, wait a second. Let's be careful that I don't trip on this. So, like I said, let me get this cleaned up. And tomorrow afternoon, we will be playing some season ticket baseball as I decide what system my 1985 season replay is going to be in. As of now, I'm still thinking it's going to be in season ticket, but I'm open to having my mind changed on that one if you guys are able to make a compelling case on wanting to see that replay be an inside pitch instead. I know RJL does a lot with inside pitch, so I'm kind of, like I said, I'm leaning toward doing it in season ticket as it stands now. But I'm kind of getting a little rambly trying to make some conversation, admittedly, while I do a little bit of cleanup here just to get things ready for the aforementioned product unboxing. Right, that should be cleaned up enough. I can at least bring the box up in shot. So I was a little bit surprised to see this box waiting for me. This is a delivery I just got in this afternoon from Wise Wizard Games. I was waiting for tracking on this, but I'm very surprised that it was just waiting. Tend to agree, not as much coverage for season ticket. Also, if I'm more comfortable there, that'll probably end up being more enjoyable. That's kind of what I'm thinking at this point. Because I don't want to make you guys watch me be miserable with inside pitch. But I do want to get at least one more rep in with season ticket tomorrow, which is the plan before I go into that replay. So, Jester hopes it's something good. So let's say I stop rambling about it and let's find out what we've got in here. That can get out of shot. Okay. I just want to make sure the invoice stays out of shot, but what we're greeted by is way too much void fill. I'm going to unbox this a little bit out of order, but it'll make sense once we get in there. So the first thing we've got in here is the Star Realms Rise of Empire Infinite Replay Kit from Wise Wizard Games. You just hope I don't hurt myself. Well, I'm going to close the knife carefully because a couple of years ago, one of the first times I used the knife on a product unboxing, I actually cut myself pretty good on that, and I think it was one of the first videos. It was the end of the fall campaign a couple of years ago in Arkham Horror, the card game, where I actually sliced myself pretty good on a product unboxing to the point where I actually had to pause the recording so I could go get a Band-Aid on it, but I'm rambling on that. So we've got the Infinite Replay Kit for Star Realms Rise of Empire. Relive the legendary campaign. It's got everything I need to reset the campaign. We've also got the locked promo pack in here for Rise of Empire. A backer exclusive scenario, which includes everything I need to play it. The backer promo pack, which has 62 promo cards in there. And we'll get this out of here rather carefully. We've got Wise Wizard's newest Kickstarter, Star Realms Rise of Empire, designed by Darwin Castle and Rob Dougherty. Perfect for new players and experts alike, Star Realms Rise of Empires is a standalone 2 to 6 player game. It starts as an epic 2-player legacy campaign that introduces 3 brand new factions: the Consortium, the Kingdom, and the Scavengers. Over the course of 12 different scenarios, you will permanently unlock ships and bases, make critical choices, and unlock loads of new content. When the campaign is done, Rise of Empire can be played again and again as a customized 2 to 6 player game that is fully compatible with all other Star Realms sets. Ooh, that's going to be really interesting, but that will also do it for this playthrough of Inside Pitch and this impromptu product unboxing. Got a lot of stuff coming up on the channel. Tomorrow morning, Mystical Munchies will start out of the unofficial Disney Parks cookbook with the appetizer, corn dog nuggets. Then tomorrow afternoon, we'll have season ticket baseball. Sunday we'll be playing This War of Mine, and I've got another RPG in mind, but I'll talk about that later, probably after This War of Mine is over. Wednesday, we're playing the Cards of Cthulhu from DVG. Plenty of stuff coming up on the channel, so thank you for watching this video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.